Yeah, so for sisters, starting with clothing, I would recommend getting skirts that you can bike in. We bike a lot there, so that's the first thing. You should take a binder clip and you kind of just clip the bottom of your skirt together as you bike, so that's safe and easy. But dress cute. It's fun to be out there now. It's fun to be a sister missionary right now. Look good. Other advice I'd have for sisters is, so because we go to the South, then you eat a lot of fried food and people are feeding you all the time, like weight is kind of a big issue. They're like, I don't want to gain weight when I go to mission. And I was the same way. I definitely was not going to be one of those sisters that gained weight. And so I took my exercise like very seriously. Like in the morning, I would make sure I got up and went running. And you bike a lot. But I think the main thing is to not get stuck on that fact. Like try and eat healthy when it's up to you, and try and exercise, put your effort into it. But the Lord's going to help you because you're out there serving Him. And so just don't let that become a priority or what you focus on the most, because that just makes you unhappy. And it stops you from feeling the Spirit to be able to fulfill your purpose. There's also a lot of sisters that they did feel a little bit inadequate. Like, I want to be perfect. I want to show the Lord that I'm representing Him. But really, like, the fact that you have a desire to serve, you are called to the work. So by being out there and by getting up every day and putting forth the effort, He's going to qualify you for that calling. And it's the best when you are in a lesson and you're like, I don't know exactly what to say right now. I wish I would have said this a little bit harder. But if you start by saying like the word like Heavenly Father, and then they start talking, like the words will always come to your mouth. And so you don't have to feel like, what if I don't know what to say right here? Because they'll always come. It's been promised to us. We have that calling. We had His name on us, so we can represent Him that way. So don't feel inadequate. Don't feel like you're not good enough, because we all are, and we're all out there just to do our best and to just show the Lord that we love Him, and that's why we're there. You get some ghetto areas where the men are not as respectful to the girls. That's true. You smile and you walk past confidently, just knowing that the Lord's going to protect you. You try not to be out wandering after 8 o'clock at night. That's when it gets late. So go somewhere with a purpose, or be in a member's home, or in somebody's home, or have rides set up for that late hour. Yeah, you don't want to be walking as a sister at that night. Okay, so Alabama's so hot and so humid, and the months of June to October are unbearable. It's so great. I liked heat. I wanted to go somewhere hot, and it sure was. So basically during the summer months, you try your best to look good, but after walking outside for 2 minutes, like even to your mailbox, you're dripping sweat and your makeup's gone, and you're like, this is so good. And then you throw biking onto it too, and you just drip sweat, and it's so fun. But you're all in it together, because everybody in Alabama's doing that. For the winter time, it does get cold because of the humidity, the chill, and the wind that comes. Like, it goes through your bones. And so you can wear big coats, and I think you should bring big coats for sure, and sweaters and scarves and stuff. But it does get really cold, so I'd recommend like the fleece-lined tights, and wear those, and boots and socks, because it gets cold. People in cold places would say it's not, but it does. And just stay protected like that. But it's really hot and gets really cold too. And it doesn't snow, so you don't have to worry about snow. But if it does, people get a little crazy and they shut down the whole town. The whole state shuts down, and nobody knows how to drive in snow. So if people do, there's like this huge car crash, collision. It's really bad. So we had to stay inside once when it snowed, just a teeny bit. But it was funny. They're also very prone to tornadoes. That comes. You have to watch out for those. There was a really bad one just a few years ago, 2 years ago. And then there was one just a few months ago that I was there for as well. So they're pretty scary, but we have it in our area, but like don't worry about it. All the information's there, and the missionaries are always protected. But it's a fun chance to serve if that happens. My biggest fear in the world is dogs. And the South has so many, and they just run wild. And my last area, we biked like 30 miles a day. That was like average, and we were so country. And then all these dogs would chase us. We'd have 10 dogs a day. I'm not even kidding. They would chase us, and they're so scary. But greatest blessings comes from that too. I could feel like angels around me as we would bike past. Sometimes the dogs would just stop and turn around and walk their direction, or they would go to my companion. But they always left me alone, which I'm so grateful for. But I still don't like dogs. Yeah, you don't spend more than $4 on anything down there. because it's just not worth it. There's just so many modest skirts and dresses, and you just are so happy down there. You're only supposed to have 8 skirts, 8 to 10. I came home with 32. I know, but I had to have them.